Welcome to your journey of healing with the Healing Podcast, hosted by licensed clinician Monique Owe and co-host Dr. Amber Mohn.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into the Healing Podcast. I am your host, licensed clinician Monique Owe, and I am joined by my lovely co-host here,
Dr. Amber Mohn.
Okay, thank you again for tuning in. And today's topic is, I am not attracted to them anymore. Let me say that again. I am not attracted to them anymore. So before we get into our wonderful topic today, let me go ahead and just give you guys your jump start, your motivation, however you like to call it. And that is, small steps in the right direction can turn out to be the biggest step of your life. So small steps in the right direction can turn out to be the biggest steps of your life. I hope that helps you meditate on that, ponder that. That's your daily motivation. So getting into, I'm not attracted to them anymore. Guessing you're not liking that person anymore. You're not feeling that pull, right? You're not pulled to them anymore. Let me give you guys an official definition of what attraction actually means. Okay, what does it really mean according to the dictionary? So attraction is a quality or a feature or something that evokes interest, liking, or a desire. So basically, it's something that pulls you towards someone or towards something. You're attracted to them. In this sense, we're talking about people. So it's something from that person that kind of pulls you toward them, makes you want to see them, makes you want to be around them. That is attraction. And today we're talking about you're just not attracted to them anymore. Something has happened to cause that attraction to have faded. So let's get into why that may have happened or what that looks like. Real quick, I guess I'll say when you're not attracted to somebody anymore, that means you probably no longer want to be around them. You might be a little annoyed when they come your way. You're rolling your eyes when they come in the room. You were good, then all of a sudden they come in the room, you're like, oh, here they come. Right? So you're just kind of looking at them on the low with disgust. I hope you're not doing that in their face.
Right.
On the low, you're looking at them like, I'm just not feeling it. Or you're just not motivated. You want to rush them off the phone. Like you with them like, oh, yeah. We're going to do that. Okay. And you're not looking forward to spending time with them. That would mean a sign that you're not attracted to them anymore. So if you're going through that, that might be the issue in your relationship. You're just not attracted to them any longer. Dr. Mohn, if I could ask you, what are your thoughts on, not being attracted to them anymore?
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. One thing I always tell people is you can't help how you feel. I think that it's important that when you start feeling that way, you start reassessing kind of, I guess what you're going to do moving forward because, the person deserves. They deserve to either know or to be let go so that they can, go find somebody that is attracted to them. And so it doesn't make you wrong that you're not attracted, to, or you lose attraction with someone. If you're thinking, if you still care about them and want to make it work, I think that it's important to figure out, what the issue is. So that's kind of where I would start is kind of, looking at yourself and figuring out why. There's a whole lot of reasons as to why you may lose, attraction to someone.
Right. I think, you and I have discussed, Dr. Mohn, in our conversation, just in general, we change. People change, right? You're not the same person you were even, last year. Right, and this is 2022 now, so this is a new year, so you might not even be the same person you were in December. So when you change, your desires change, your wants change, right? Your needs can sometimes change, and when those changes occur and your partner does not match your change or the direction you're going, you're going to lose, right? That attraction, right, Dr. Mohn? You're going to lose that.
Absolutely.
You said, like, you're not feeling that same way.
You're no longer on the same page.
Right? And let's face it, you guys, we do change. Bodies change too.
Yes.
If you look at your picture, you know how they got that 10-year challenge going on social media right now, right? And some people look better now. They've improved, right? Some people may not look as great as they did, but you see a change. Some people may look somewhat the same, right? But there's just something different going on. So that's the same thing. That's real life, right? We change. Health-wise may have changed. Something may have changed where you can't do what you used to do. You're getting older. I can talk about me. I remember when I was younger, squat down ain't no problem. Now, the other day I went to go kind of bend down. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I got to come up a little slow here. And that's okay. That's okay. It's change, right? So just know, because we change, the things you desire change. You're not going to always be attracted to that person that you used to love looking at, but you want to talk to them about it. I mean, that doesn't mean run for the door. Oh, I'm not attracted to you. Bye. I don't think it means that. I think, Dr. Mohn, what are some things kind of that, what can cause us, I guess, like physically, what would cause an attraction to go away? Let's talk about the physical attributes first.
So I always hear, well, she let herself go. Not about me, but I've heard that before. Yeah. She let herself go. What does that mean? Well, sometimes we get comfortable. Sometimes we're like, I got my man.
Yeah.
And so
you know how it is. Yes.
Yes. So that's a thing. And so I know you talked a lot about, people changing and, you're not the same person that you were a year ago, 6 months ago. Some people are. Monique, some people are good how they are. I went to college, got my wife, and so I'm good. I'm good coming home. Take you out to dinner. Why? When we got food here.
Right.
Why? Take you out to the movies. Why? When we got Netflix and Hulu and all these things. Why? Why waste our money? So, some people are good and don't want to change. And so that could be a problem. If your partner is like, I want to travel, I want to do these things. So.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I think, what happens physically we change, right? The whole she let herself go, he may have let himself go. Weight wise, our weight changes, gone up, gone down. Not as muscular or toned as you used to be, not as athletic you used to be, maybe not as shapely, whatever happened, right? Children can change that too. Okay.
Yes.
Let's cut it out now.
Yes.
Please, let's be real. Your body's going to change, okay? You're carrying a whole baby.
Yes.
Your body's going to change. Him, you keep laying on a couch when you get home from work, you keep just drinking sodas and maybe drinking a little alcohol, and you just eating them nachos and watching the game. Well, them pounds going to pack on, and they tend to pack on in that belly, gentlemen. So you walk around with a beer belly, even though you don't drink beer. So we do change, right? And the thing is, we can always enhance our appearance. We can always do something about it if it bothers us. Listen, when you get into a relationship, you become comfortable. You do. You don't have to keep up that same appearance that you did when you first met the person. You know how my hair, you got to meet them, you got to get your hair done, and your nails got to look nice, and you got to be smiling. But once you're with them, say you're going to go in the ponytail or whatever, I don't care, I'm walking around with this bonnet all day, I don't care, you're going to like it. Well, that's not fair to say all the time. Sometimes your mate may want to see you just a little different. He may want to see you from back in the day. Remember you? She, gentlemen, may want to see you back in the day, the way you used to have your muscles or the way you used to lift stuff, and that used to turn her on, whatever, right? She's not cool with you just want to sit down on the couch every day. You come home in the same routine. Maybe she wants a little mix, so while we lose physical attraction because of appearance, it could just be also the emotional connection, right? That emotional connection could have faded because you used to be okay with every day just sitting in the house watching TV shows. But as you evolve and mature and expose to other things, now you may want to go out and watch a play, go to a comedy show, go to an art gallery, go out to eat. That is all fine, and you should want to do that. Go out to visit a museum or something. You may want to travel. So sitting at home on the couch is no longer the thing that you like. So you're no longer attracted to that person because they're not stimulating your mind, your mental, right? They're not motivating you, inspiring you to do better. So that can also cause an issue with attraction. So I think we have to recognize it's a real issue. Yes, people do lose attraction. Can you get it back? Yes, you can. I'm going to get into those tips in just a moment. We will discuss them, but we're going to go ahead and transition into, you guessed it, the situation. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Mohn for today's situation. Dr. Mohn.
All right. Thank you, Monique. All right. Here's our situation. So, Dear Healing Podcast, I feel like I can't meet my wife's expectations. I am a 42-year-old male. I have been married to my wife for 7 years. We dated for 3 years. We do not have any children, but we are still planning to have at least one child. My wife is 35. Financially, we have had some setbacks over the years, some because of my doing, some because of her. We finally are in a pretty good place financially. My issue is I feel like I cannot please my wife. She is demanding and wants to live a certain lifestyle. I work 2 jobs and I pay majority of the bills. She works 1 job and makes a decent salary. She pays for the electric bill and cable and internet. Other than that, I take care of everything else. However, I feel like she does not appreciate how hard I'm working so we can afford the things that we have now. When I hear her speak about things, it's like it's always about more. I feel like I don't get to take any of the money and do anything for me. while she takes her money and uses it as she wishes. It's not that I have a problem with that. I just would like her to realize that I also would like things. For an example, a new car. I've been driving my old car since we met. It's not her responsibility to get me a new car. I am not saying that. However, it would be nice if every now and then she'd ask me if I desired anything versus it being all about what she wants. All right, so how do I tell my wife that I feel like she's being selfish and too focused on a certain lifestyle versus me, her husband, and my desires and / wants? Oh, I forgot to mention that my wife does not do well with any form of criticism. The moment she hears anything remotely negative, she will begin to cry and shut down, which makes it very difficult to have a conversation with her. Wow, this is a really, really good one, a really, really important one. So let me start off by saying, I always appreciate a man who wants to take care of his wife and his family. I think that is awesome. And so I want you to understand that first, that you are definitely appreciated. I also think that your wife appreciates you too. It sounds to me like, you've created this lifestyle for your wife that, wasn't a problem at first, but now has become a problem. And honestly, that's okay. We are entitled to, to re-look at things and say, you know what, I don't like this anymore. So that's not a problem. I really want to focus on the communication aspect, because this letter, shows me that there's no, communication other than it sounds like your wife only understands what she can have and what you're willing to give and not, what you want. And so that's an issue. Are you saying that, when you mention anything that, is in any form of criticism, she shuts down? We as humans, it's human nature to take advantage. And it sounds to me like that's exactly what that is. Oh, she can understand that she can stop that crying. But I'm almost willing to bet that when she does, you give her what she wants, so that, we don't have to address those things. So my first recommendation would be couples counseling, because, a therapist, can help you get out your wants and needs and things that you would like to be changed. They'll be able to help you express that to your wife. And if, she starts to crying and, maybe shutting down, the therapist can process that with her and to let her know how important it is for her to hear you out and, to give you what it is you want. Because in a marriage, that's what you have to do, is give and take. And it seems to me like you've been giving. And she's been taking. And so now you want a little bit and you deserve a little bit. So I definitely would recommend that you get into, marriage counseling, because I think that it would help, the situation with you and your wife. Monique, what I missed?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head, Dr. Mohn. I'm not going to come in with too much behind that. Again, I want to thank you, listener, for writing into the situation and taking time to share your situation with us. So what I will say, yes, I think there is a communication issue, because for some reason you have not been able to tell your wife that you feel like she's always pulling and wanting things from you without recognizing you need stuff. So I am going to recommend go to couples counseling and talk to someone that's an objective person that has no, is not leaning either way, that can kind of give you guys some feedback. As far as the crying, I look at it as a defense mechanism. I look at it as sometimes a tactic that your wife may have realized it works on you. I wouldn't be too concerned about her crying. I would be understanding of it, but I would look like, why is it only happening when you criticize? Some people are criers. Yes, they cry a lot, whether it's happy, sad, anger, right? But then there's people who know any moment they hear an ounce of something that's not positive, here come the tears. And I'm going to look at those tears just like that and give you a tissue, right? You give her a tissue. Hun, I know you're crying upset, but I'm telling you how I feel. And you would pause. Did you even hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Do you understand what I said? So yeah, talk to her. Ask her one day, does she think you need anything? And what would she think you need? See if she can identify it. So yes, please try to go into some couples counseling. If you cannot afford it, you feel like you don't want to do that, you're nervous about it, then yes, you got to have a conversation with your wife. Tell her that you have needs and you would like some things too. It can't always be about her, because I'm sure you're tired because you're working 2 jobs. As people say, 2 jobs are for 2 people. So you got to be tired. So I know you need something. So I hope you can do that. And guess what? Go buy something for yourself. Yes. That's what I recommend right now. Go buy something tomorrow.
Yes.
Or today, if you can. Don't break the bank, but go buy something for yourself. Make yourself smile. Okay? That's what I would say. So thank you for writing into the situation. Thank you for writing into the Healing Podcast. If you are a listener and want your situation read, please go to thehealingpodcast.com and tell us your situation. Go to the Contact Me tab. Fill that out, and we will go ahead and be happy to answer you. Or you can email support@thehealingpodcast.com. Again, that's support@thehealingpodcast.com. Feel free to email us, and we will go ahead and try to get your situation read and some tips. Before we proceed into the I'm not attracted to them anymore, I just want to shout out our number one sponsor, which is healingexpressionsllc.com. healingexpressionsllc.com. If you're looking for therapeutic services for yourself, as a couple, for a family member, please go ahead and contact healingexpressionsllc.com and talk to them about that and see if you can schedule a session today. All right, going back to I'm not attracted to them anymore. Well, let me go into just some things that you can do when that happens. So first, I want you to acknowledge it's okay to not be attracted to someone anymore. I would kind of almost expect it in a way because we change. I don't expect life to be the same all the time because life is always evolving, right? What I do expect is for you to acknowledge it. So I do want you to acknowledge the issue. If it is a weight issue, like your spouse or partner has put on weight, first, identify why. Is it a medical issue going on? If it's a woman and she just had a baby, did she just have a baby and you're expecting too much? Stop comparing people to Instagram. Okay? Instagram models, they're great. Very nice to look at. Very beautiful young ladies. But understand, that is Instagram. And they are Instagram models for a reason. Some of them, that's not a natural body. They've done a lot of work, a lot of nips and tucks, a lot of fat transfers. Not a problem with that. I have no problem with you doing whatever you feel you need to do to improve your image and how you feel about yourself. I have an issue with people comparing it to that is as everyday life. And again, that is a picture. That is a social media picture or video. That is not then when the camera is off automatically. You do have to understand people have to get makeup done, right? They have to smile a certain way. They got certain filters. So if you're comparing your partner, whoever that may be, to a model or a picture, I think you're being a little misled there and unrealistic. So, but let's say reality, do you feel like they put on pounds and they're not trying to help themselves? Well, help them. Ask them, can you go to the gym with them? Do they want to come to the gym with you? Do they want to work out with you in the house? You don't have to go to the gym to lose weight. Cook different meals. Help them. Like, don't just put it on them. You should want to help your partner want to be better. So let them know what it is. If it's his hair, her hair, he doesn't get his hair cut like he used to. She doesn't do her hair like she used to. Tell her. Let her know that you want to see her in a different light. Buy her some lingerie. Buy him some nice little sexy underwear, like some boxers, like some nice boxer brief, whatever you like to see. I don't know. Help your partner to help you is what I want to say, I guess. Discuss certain things with them. Just let them know. Be open in the communication. Let me turn it over to Dr. Mohn to see what she says about some tips about what to do with if you're not attracted to your partner anymore. Dr. Mohn, what do you say?
So everything you said was great, Monique, and I just want to add two things. Well, number one, you've already said it. Communication is the key. Communicate with your partner. Don't just kind of accept it for what it is and just, say, hey, I'm not attracted, so whatever, they ain't gonna change. No, if this relationship is worth, keeping and moving forward, then communication is the key. And so I'm always going to say, you'll probably hear this a lot from me, but I'm sorry, I just believe it. Don't waste anybody's time. Life is too short. So if this is not a relationship or something that you're willing to work on, please let them know. Move forward. Yes! Please, because it's not fair to them. You can't help how you feel, but staying in something that is not going anywhere it's not fair. It's not fair to the person that you're with. So that's all I have to add.
Exactly. I thank you for saying that, Dr. Mohn, because it is true. I mean, life is short, you guys. Stop holding that person back. You stop holding yourself back. Now, if it's a marriage, again, I'm not telling y'all to just run out the door. Right. Listen here, please don't do that. Okay, that's not what we're saying. But I am saying you got to talk. We are both saying you have to talk to your partner. And if they're not willing to change it, then we got to talk about the next step, because you should not be living life miserable. That is not what life is meant to be like. Right. Talk to your partner. Don't let them get away with it, okay? We have an issue sometimes with being lazy, and we don't want to invest in ourselves, but invest in yourself, okay? Yes. Shoot, do something different. Spark that thing back up. Let's go. All right. So I thank you guys today for tuning in to the Healing Podcast. We hope this has been helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones, tell your co-workers, tell your enemies. Remember, they need some healing too. So it is the Healing Podcast. I hope you tune in. Thank you for listening. Talk to you guys soon.